This question was haunting me all along. How do the wealthy keep getting wealthier while I work hard every day to make ends meet? Even with saving 10% of all my income, it still feels like I will never have enough when retirement comes. Will I ever retire? Come 2014, my frustration turned to amazement when I found a system that changed everything. A concept that made me feel like I just wasted decades of my life throwing money away. Paying myself last. Use other people's money to finance your retirement. There it is. This is why so many people feel stuck. Not enough people have access to a vehicle, let alone those that know about this concept. Let me ask you a quick question. Are you 100% sure you're going to have a great retirement, or do you have some doubts? What if I could show you how to secure your retirement by using an investment-grade life insurance policy while generating double-digit, tax-free returns in 10 years? A lot of us feel like we have a cash flow problem whether it's in business or personal life. A client of mine asked me the other day if I'm struggling with my cash flow today. How can I even put the chips together for my tomorrow? Because we all know that Social Security checks are not going to be enough to pay for our retirement. The answer is again, by using OPM or other people's money. So, it looks like the main problem is more about the know-how than the money. This OPM strategy is our flagship system for building wealth by using the bank's money. Here's an example of how to use the OPM strategy. Pretend that 10 years from now you have a $42,000 check coming in at the end of the year. The next year, the check gets bigger, maybe $45,000. After that, $50,000, and it keeps on getting bigger. Oh, by the way, did I mention that all those distributions will be tax-free? I know what you're thinking, Sonny, it sounds too good to be true. You don't have to believe me. Just bear with me for a minute and I'll show you that this strategy exists and why only 1%ers in our society use it. Until now this strategy has only been confined to a group of people with very high net worth. They had two qualifiers. Net worth had to be at least $5 million. They needed to keep collateral on their property, or something valued at a minimum of $1 million. I repeat, it was only accessible to the top 1%. The good news is that I have found a way to bypass those two requirements, but it took me 8 long years to get to this point. And today, I'm going to share it with you. Even though I have been in the insurance business since the year 2000, it took me 14 years to find this strategy. In 2014, I came across a system which is called premium financing, and it blew my mind. I couldn't believe that banks will pay for the premiums of a permanent life insurance policy. But there was a problem. It was only limited to ultra-high net worth people with a minimum of $5 million, and they also needed to have a collateral to keep with the bank to qualify to borrow money from the bank. Fast forward, 8 years later, in 2022, I cracked the code again and found a simple solution that anybody who has the ability to put just the first-year premium. The next year, the bank will start financing their policy using the insurance policy as collateral. It's just like financing a home and the bank comes in and lends you the money. It's the same concept where you get a life insurance policy, on your own, then go to the bank and from year 2 the bank starts paying the premium on the policy. In other words, you're using other people's money to fund your policy. You must be thinking where to find a bank that will premium finance your policy. The answer is that we'll go to the bank for you, you just have to sign the paperwork. We can do this because we have a team of an accountant, attorney, and financial advisor that oversee over 1,000 accounts in our books. Worried about the risk factor? We've covered that too. It is not invested in the market. Instead, you put it in an investment-grade life insurance policy, accessible when you need it. And there are no fees charged to you. We are being paid by the financial institution. So, if you want to see if this strategy fits in your current situation, then go ahead and make an appointment, where we will go through a strategic assessment of your financial goals, and we'll see if you qualify for this strategy. After going through the preliminary assessment, if we invite you to become a client, we'll walk you through the next steps and see what that would look like. But either way, even if you aren't a good fit, you'll get the full OPM strategy report and we'll point you in the right direction to dial in your financial future. And you do not need to bring your checkbook for this appointment. I want this to be the most valuable 45-minute call you have all year. Let me share a story from one of our recent clients. Last year, Susan and her husband Doug, who are in their early 50s, came to us. They had only $400,000 saved, and due to their ongoing health problems, they were very concerned about their golden years. Susan's thought was, shouldn't we need at least $1.5 million to retire? But how can we make that kind of money in the next 10 years or so? So, we showed them the OPM strategy. Here is how it works. This strategy involves using your own $100,000 to create an insurance contract with yearly premiums of $100,000. You then use the cash value of the insurance policy as collateral to secure a $100,000 loan from a bank to pay the premiums. If you contribute $100,000 to the OPM program, and then let the bank match that contribution every year thereafter, and you want to start to take distributions in year 10, how much can you take? In your first year of distribution, year 10, you can take out $42,000. That amount steadily increases, and in year 35, you could take $579,000. The best part? All those distributions are tax-free. To sum it up, where else can you take $100,000 and turn it into $4,525,000 plus in tax-free income and $1,218,780 to pass on tax-free to your heirs? And we can teach this to you. We love these stories, and we want to create so many more just like it. We've helped over 1,000 families generate and preserve their wealth with this time-tested system. We specialize in helping real estate investors, business owners, families and individuals like you to secure their retirement by using other people's money. If you are still not convinced that we can make a difference in your life, we'd love to share some of our knowledge without charge. When it comes to protecting our families, protecting our assets and everything that has to do with insurance and retirement planning, the longer we wait, the more expensive it becomes. Don't make the same mistake so many people make, the very mistake that I made, delaying. Choosing to do nothing is making a decision, and doing nothing can sometimes be the most expensive decision. If you're looking to make a drastic difference in your life with little to no change in your current lifestyle, sit down with us. No, I'm not going to sell you anything, and if you're wondering how I get paid, insurance companies pay me for referring people. I charge you nothing. Give us 45 minutes of your time and we'll save you years of wealth building. Click the button below to book an appointment with us.